Hello everybody, Seth here, and today I just want to talk about Arena and PvP, but we're going to focus on Arena, okay? Because in there I made a tier list yesterday, and that is again from my experience, and hopefully this will help you out. This is not a guide, it's just from what I have learned. So before we begin, I would like to show you something. So this shirt, if you like this shirt, you can come to China and you can get it from the store nearby. Okay, so now let's take a look at the arena. Okay, first, we're going to talk about my units, and then we can talk about other units later on. So first we're going to take a look at, I have Frederica, Ayaka, and Engelbert. Two of my units in my tier list are SSS and one is SS. Right now I am ranked 357. I had a 17 win streak, but I made a mistake, and that's because I was being lazy. So I was ranked 173, now I'm 357. Your rank does fall, that's okay. By the end of today I'll probably be around rank 1000. I do not have the strongest units. They're only level 55, other people have much higher units, and not only that, I do have 13 mil. I have not spent my gold yet on my units, so they are not that strong. But why am I at this rank? It's because I position my characters very well. And again, this is about knowing how the AI works, and I do not know everything about the AI, but I do watch my PvP matches. So if you watch the PvP matches, you can see that you can find your mistakes. You can know that if you make a mistake, what happened, why did it happen. You don't have to do this if you don't care about PvP too much, but I do emphasize that you should do your PvP battles. Even if you lose, you do get the rewards from it. So we're going to take a look at party formation. Now, party ability matters very much. Let's talk about my cards that I use. Now, in my tier list, I did talk about HP. Now, HP is very important in PvP. If you don't have high enough PvP, you can get one-shotted. So that's why I said people like Engelbert is very good. Also, Thancred, his HP is very high. He also deals a lot of damage. These units are very hard to kill. So that's why I threw on a max HP card. You can use any HP card, but this is just the one that I like. Now, luck +6. Why did I put this card? I could have chosen another card, such as a more defensive card. Now, I should have done that actually, but I didn't. I thought this card would be better because this is the only good card I have in my folder. I don't know what I want to call it. This is the best card that I have. So I don't know if it's helping my team much, but this is the only card I have right now. Now this is a special card. Now we know how this card works in a normal battle. So this is very important. Now another YouTuber said, sorry, I cannot remember who the YouTuber was, but they said that this card is very good, especially if you have Fina on your team. Fina will follow the person with this card. So as Fina is following that person, she's going to use cheer on that unit. So I just thought, okay, this is a very good card. Now I don't care about the attack so much, but I care very much about the hate. And if I can click it, give me a second, it's going to load. Okay, so now let's take a look. Attack plus 11%. Now, as you can see, I have not boosted up my card very much, but it's only level 8. My units are not the best, as in level wise or as in power wise. I will show you that later as well. What I care more about is this hate plus 5, because this card is on Engelbert. Yes, the attack matters as I said, but more important is that hate. What's gonna happen is Engelbert is in the 3rd slot, and Frederica is in the first slot. Now in the middle is Ayaka, and she is a support. So what's going to happen is the support will follow the person with the card. Now I don't know if this works every time, but any match that I had so far, my character has been following Engelbert or anyone who has the card on. So that will make a 2v1 depending on who you're versing. So that could be a win right there. I'll show you what happens next. So as I said, a gunner. I put a gunner in the first slot, a support in the middle, or a mage. And finally I have a tank in the end. I do this every time when I'm going against anyone in PvP. Now we're going to take a look at all of our opponents. Alright, let's give it a second. My load does take a little bit longer because I have to use a VPN. So we're going to take a look at our opponents here. And let's just click one. We're going to click a random rank. Okay, let's click this one. And we can see most of the units are around my level. What's very important is the total. And I'll talk about that in a minute. So let's just scroll up to the top and we're going to take a look at KFC here. So first, let's just click on the battle. What do we know from this picture? We know that my first slot unit and their first slot unit, they will be fighting against each other. Now, Ayaka is in the middle and their Y'shtola is in the middle. Finally, we have Engelbert and we have Mont in the third position. So these two will be facing off. Now, we know that Mont and Engelbert will most likely be facing off. And we don't know where Y'shtola will go. We don't know that. So she can go either with Mediana or she can go with Mont. I do not know how the AI works for this unit, unless if they have the hate card. Now my Ayaka, I know where she will go. Because Engelbert has hate, she's gonna follow him. So what's gonna happen is Mont and Engelbert will fight with each other, and that's gonna be a stalemate. Nothing's gonna happen there. Actually, what could happen is Engelbert will probably move first, Mont will follow and probably throw a rock at him. That's why I said Mont is not the best in PvP, unless if he's a very high level. Then it could be different. But my Ayaka will follow Engelbert and then she can probably do damage on Mont, because he's going to be a wall at the door. So, now Federica and Mediana will fight with each other. As they fight, it could be a 2v1, or it could be my 2v2. So we don't know what's going to happen with them. All we know is that these two will fight with Mont, and these two will fight with each other. We do not know where Y'shtola will go. Now let's back out of here. Next, if you hold down the person's name, you can see their total, and you can see their setup and everything. That gives us a huge advantage. Very big advantage. Let's take a look at their cards. Now, they are very heavily mage based, so they're going to do a lot of mage damage on us. So we have to be very aware of that. Now, something very important we have to look at. I will go back to the screen, but before we do, take a look at here. If I go to my Federica has 59 and I think +6 agility. So, she's very fast. This is the mistake that I have made. I was being lazy and I thought I could win against a Mediana. Now, my Federica has only 1478 HP. That is a lot, and a Mediana can hit that hard. That's the mistake I have made. So let's take a look at here. Oh, sorry, let me hold down. This Mediana has 60 plus 15 speed. So she's gonna cast off on my unit first, and her magic is very high, which means she could probably one-shot my Federica, which means game over, it's 3v2. So that's a problem. Do look up their stats. If I had done that, I would have avoided that player, and I could have probably won the match with the next one and I'd have an 18-win streak. So just from that one error I have made with another opponent, I lost that battle. So this is one thing that you guys should definitely think about if you're being very competitive in PvP. Also, I have a lot of points right now. My streak was very high. I moved up to the rank quite easily. It's only the 3rd day. Next, we're going to take a look at is another screen, and I will show you that in a minute. Give me a second. Okay guys, now we're going to take a look at this picture. Now this is from my other account, and that account I am not allowed to use any MRs or any URs. So this is just a fun thing that I'm doing. So let's just talk about this battle. So from what we know, I'm going to choose the color black so you all can see. Okay, the first unit will go here. This is on my team. My unit will go here. And their unit will go right over here. Or is it right over here? I'm not sure, but it's right in the way. So my Federica, let's talk about my team. My Federica, if she's fast enough, she will stand here or here, depending on what ability I put on her, and she's going to shoot this unit. So that person is going to be heavily hurt or even dead. Now over here, I like to put a support or a mage. Let's say you have Mediana, she can shoot right over this wall. A physical unit cannot do that. Maybe some can. I have not seen anyone do that yet. But I know a mage can cast over the wall. That is very important to know. Especially if you have Mediana, she can probably take out 2 units at once. Finally, we have my Engelbert, who's a tank, and they also have a tank, which was Mont, and he would be here, around here. Finally, their unit would be right over here. So let's talk about positioning. First unit, second unit, third unit. First unit, second, and third. Let's talk about the battle. This is my Ayaka, and this is my Engelbert. So what's gonna happen is, my Ayaka will move first. She'll go next to Engelbert. Engelbert will buff himself, sorry my voice, and move right over here, and Mont will either buff himself or throw a rock at Engelbert. Now most likely he cannot throw a rock at him because this wall is blocking it. So Mont here, he cannot throw a rock right now. So he's most likely going to buff himself and just move up. Now Y'shtola, we don't know which way she's going. So Y'shtola over here is an unknown. We have no idea. Now, their Medina, okay, will move here, and she's going to blow up my Federica. So, goodbye Federica. So next, that is the end, and she can either move here or down here. But let's talk about the battle over here. This wall is in the way. That's what I want to talk about. This wall. Now, no gunner can shoot through this wall. It's blocking the view. A gunner can come here and they can shoot you either there or there. So a gunner here is very important, or Mediana, because she has a long range. A gunner here will not work, so do not put a gunner here. I would not recommend it. I would not put a gunner here as well, unless if your TP is very high and you can reach 45 AP on Federica. So, knowing this, my Engelbert is going to be a wall over here, and Mont will be a wall over here. And I have a caster, and they have a caster, and they can, take out one another. But we know the movement of our units, and because of the hate card, my Ayaka will go here. So I made a mess here. All I want to say is remember the positioning and that there is a wall here. This is a wall. You cannot throw a rock over this wall. Alright? So now I'm just going to go back to the screen and I'm going to talk about the units one more time. Okay, now let's go to my units. We are going to go to unit and let's just talk about Ayaka. So here are my abilities, and I just want to show you, this is what my board looks like as of right now. So just take a look at it. Alright. Now the only thing I am confused about is float. I don't know if this is a supporting skill. I don't know if the AI is gonna automatically cast this off. I know that Immobilize will ruin Ayaka in PvP. And with Shell and Protect, she's also going to do that. So most likely in PvP, you do not want to use Ayaka as a white mage. You want to use her as a Thai mage, and do not get any of these abilities down here. And do not get any of these abilities here, because I do not know about this. Later on, when my Ayaka is stronger, she can get Meteor. So that's going to help her out a lot. Okay, so this is what my Ayaka looks like. Now let's just talk about my other units, such as Engelbert, Federica. So we can see my jobs. They're only job level 9. They're not that high yet. And over here, let's take a look at my abilities. As you can see, I have still 14 mil. I am not a whale or anything like that. As you can see, take a look at here, I'm only Royal Rank 2. I've only bought a package once, which is the $5 one for energy, and I've done it once. So if you take a look at here, level 15, level 15, level 12. I have not worked on my units, but I'm still winning in PvP because I understand that the positioning matters very much. If you have the correct positioning, most likely you will win. And especially, I emphasize again, the hate card. Your support unit will most likely follow the hate unit. So, finally, I want to talk about is, which I should have mentioned in the beginning, it's your friends list. When we go to the friends list, remember, go to your gifts and change it to 10. Okay, change it. We need to do that as soon as possible. So please do that. And finally, before I go, remember, if you do like this shirt, you know where to find it. Just come to China and you can get it from there. Thanks everybody for watching. If you do like the video, give it a like, and I will see you in the next one. I hope I can make a video on PvP every week. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it changes. And I am still updating my SR units on my other account. I'm making videos on it. I'm still improving. And I know it is a little bit awkward listening to it because I am just rambling on and I don't know what to say in that video. But let's see how those units progress. Alright everyone, have a nice one. See y'all later.